Hello YouTube pipers, it's Double O Pipe giving it another shot today. Yesterday I made a 15-minute video and absolutely no sound, so I withdrew it. Never have been able to figure out why there was no sound, so I was trying something different today. We'll see how it works. First, let me get the pipe I'm going to use and get the tobacco I'm going to use. Carter Hall. Of course, that could be anything. I could just put Carter Hall on there, couldn't it? But you said you trusted us. So, it's Carter Hall. Honest. Yesterday I talked about several different things, and I mentioned this hat, which was a gift from my daughter because I like hats. And when she sent it to me, it was an extra large. And I wear in between a small and a medium. So she was disappointed, but I was able to call her back and tell her that I was having some treatment on my scalp because of some cancerous growth there, and that this hat would be perfect to cover up that area because it could not be exposed to sunlight nor those long lights that they have at work. So anyway, it worked out fine. And I wore this hat for over a week until the dermatologist said it was okay that I didn't have to wear it anymore. So it worked out fine. And I think she smiled about that because she was concerned that she had gotten me something that was non-functional. So I'm wearing it now so she can see it again, because on occasion she will tune into one of these. Excuse me. Taking me back to those Camel days. I really have got to get some filters. Excuse me. We got us a windy day out here. It greeted us this morning at 4 with rain when Hunter asked to go out. So I took Hunter out. It wasn't raining while we actually walked, but the ground was mighty wet and the trees were dripping. I was able to put up a short about Hunter showing where he stays whenever he comes back in. Right now he's over there and I think going to sleep again. I was really surprised because I had to bring out the vacuum cleaner and vacuum, and I thought he'd just run into the back room and hide, but he came up to it and started sniffing it, which surprised me, and I think that's probably a good thing. So I felt like that was a step in the right direction. Excuse me. Somebody suggested talking about pipes. I don't know why. So I thought I would talk about some of the first ones I got. I only started this a month, maybe a month and a half ago. And I don't even know why. I just thought, I think I'd like to smoke a pipe. Maybe it was because I saw one on Amazon that I liked the shape of. So I went to Amazon. I think this was like 35 bucks or something. I said, well, that sounds like a good deal. Because back whenever we were kids, you could buy a pipe in the drugstore for, what, $1.50 or something like that. And it was okay. So I had it sent to my house. And while I was waiting for it, I saw some posts online that said, don't get anything from Amazon because it's made in China. So I decided maybe I don't want to smoke that after all. So I began to look around, and I got a corn cob, but this isn't the one I got. But another pipe enthusiast was smoking a pipe, and it looked similar to this. I don't know if you can see that. It says on the side, Paranelli, made in Italy. And I thought that was a good looking pipe, so I looked all over for it and found it someplace online and picked it up. And I liked it. Smoked nice. But you know how it is, you want more. So I kept looking, and then I saw this. I think I saw this on Etsy. And I said, that's a mighty good looking pipe. All black, kind of streamlined with that red stripe around the top. I said, I think I like that. I want it. So ordered that one too. And when it got here, it was almost as long as my finger, maybe a little longer. What they call a nose warmer, because that thing practically right under my nose. I was kind of disappointed in the size, but it's cute. I like it okay. And then the search began for tobacco. And the first one I saw that people talked about was Colt Blood Red Moon. So I sent off for a tin of that. And when it got here, I put it in the pipe. Of course, when I opened the tin, it just smelled wonderful. Put it in the pipe, and it tasted very good. I liked it a lot. So I sent off got three more tins, then decided I needed more, so I got more tins and put those in this jar. And then I ordered my daughter, because I asked her if she would smoke a pipe with me if I gave her a corncob pipe, and she said yes. She lives out in Oregon. So I ordered her a tin of the Colt and a corncob pipe. I don't remember what style I sent. I think it was a Huck Finn or something like that. I'm so reminded of my camel days. Oh, at any rate, she got it in the mail, and she liked the smell of it. I also got her a tin of Eileen's Dream, which I like the smell of. She didn't like that one, the aroma of that as much as she did the Colt. But anyway, she sent me a picture of her smoking, but it wasn't tobacco that she was smoking. She lives in Oregon. I'm not sure what it was. But she said the corncob pipe worked really well. So I can imagine. She's a character. She belongs out in Oregon. She's a hippie. Love her to death. So, after that, yesterday, I couldn't think of anything else to talk about, so I thought about my dad that I had spoken of whenever they got married in one of these videos, and thought about one of the strange occurrences with his life. And he was in the Royal Navy. He joined in '39. He worked in the coal mines, and if you worked in the coal mines, you did not have to serve. But he felt it was his duty, so he quit the coal mines and joined the Navy, Royal Navy. And his first ship was the HMS Curacoa. He was on that from 1940 until July of 1942. And that particular ship, I don't know if you could see this or not, is the one that was in this disaster. The Queen Mary ran right through it, split it in half, and it sank within minutes. There weren't many that survived, but my dad was no longer on that, thank the good Lord. The Curacoa. And after that, he was stationed on the HMS Uganda, which is the one that was hit by their radio-controlled missile and came to Charleston, at which point he met my mother. So, a bit of a history lesson, I guess. Not too many people know about this particular disaster because it was held secret or remained secret until about the 80s, I believe. I'm not sure. And all it did to the Queen Mary was put a dent in the bow. Those poor soldiers, poor sailors, I just can't imagine. And I don't know how many of my dad's mates must have gone down with it, but he never knew about it because they just didn't make it public. Well, I see that I've bored you guys for almost 15 minutes. Now let's see if I can upload this. That's the next thing. And see if it has some audio with it when it uploads. Well, I appreciate you listening, those of you who do. And I wish you all a good evening. I want to say God bless until the next time.